not sure how to start these things, but welcome to episode 1. So basically, I'm a fashion designer who suffers from imposter syndrome and perfectionism. And back in early 2024, I decided that I wanted to start a fashion brand, like a small business fashion brand. And I did not end up doing that. I ended up starting it, but I didn't end up launching it. And that was due to two of our friends, imposter syndrome and perfectionism. Now, I had tried to do this multiple times before. Back then, I really did feel like it wasn't just perfectionism. I really did feel like my skill wasn't up to par, because I tried it like way back, and then I tried it again in, I think, 2022. I want to say like 2021, 2022. And my skill really wasn't up to par. I wasn't able to make the garments that I wanted to share with the world due to a blockage of like my skill level was just too low to create those types of garments. So I went back to the drawing board and I said, okay, well, I'm gonna spend the next, 1 or 2 years just honing in on my skill. So I did that. I spent 2 to 3 years, like really honing in on my skill. So I just sewed for 2 to 3 years straight. I made so many like very gorgeous dresses, gorgeous gowns. And by the end of that, like my skill was definitely up to par. I learned a lot. I worked with so many different patterns, so many different fabrics. I learned a lot about fabric in those 2 to 3 years. Also, I'm a self-taught fashion designer. I didn't go to school for fashion design. My grandmother was a seamstress. She taught me how to sew. And then when I was a teenager though, and then I picked it back up like later on in my like early to mid 20s or so. But yeah, so anyways, when I ended up getting my skill up to par, I said, okay, well, now I can like launch that brand. But then by then I didn't really want to go with the brand that I had already been working on, because I felt like, not that I had moved on from that aesthetic, because I think that's still my aesthetic, but I wanted something a little bit more low pressure, like something like, oh, I could put this stuff up on Depop and whatever I make, I'll just put it up and whatever sells, like something low pressure just to start out with. And I still agree like with that model, because I think for right now, like the mental capacity that I have right now, that's kind of like what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for something like that's gonna scale crazy. Like I wanted to stay a small business for now. And my friend had started the project. She was my graphic designer, and she did the logo, she did the thank you cards, we did packaging. Everything was so cute. It all came out so cute. And I don't know if I said the brand name already, but the brand was called Oh Cherry Girl. And even the name was just, it's so cute. Like everything was cute. Like the Instagram and stuff is up. I think the TikTok account is up. Like if you go look it up, it'll probably come up. I had done the initial like designs. I had prototyped them. I had the patterns made. I had them prototyped. I had worn these designs out all year, like all 2024. And so I basically had everything done. I even had the website done. Like she did the website. It was all done. And I just didn't launch it. And I know that the reason why is because of imposter syndrome and perfectionism. Like I still felt like, oh, like, what if this is not good enough? You know what I mean? And I feel like, I think we all know what imposter syndrome is at this point, but I feel like it does hinder me personally from being like who I could really be. Also, I'm kind of like a shy person when it comes to this type of stuff, like sharing my like garments and promoting my garments and promoting my like small business. I think I'm like really shy. I'm just a reserved person when it comes to that type of stuff. I don't know how to explain it. I think, you know, I think everyone understands what I'm trying to say. It's even just making this video is kind of like insane to me. Even though I've actually vlogged before, but yeah, it's 2025 and I just feel like it's 2025. Like, you need to stop. Like, you need to stop. I don't know. I don't want to live life and get to a point where I regret that I didn't do something. I'd rather do something and like it fail. Failure is good, but I'd rather do something and it either like fails or just do it than to say that I never did it at all. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still doubtful. Like, I'm still like, oh, like, what if somebody gets their dress and they don't like it? Or, you know, just these crazy scenarios that you come up with in your head that stops you from sharing your art with the world or doing something that you really want to do. So it's 2025. I need to like move past that. I'm forcing myself to move past that. Even with doing videos and like sharing these videos, I think it'll hold me accountable, because I just feel like if I upload a video onto the internet saying that I'm gonna launch a brand and then I don't do it, digital footprint, like, that's so embarrassing. Like, that's so embarrassing. You need to get it together. But so I'm gonna show you guys like what I have so far, because I don't have a launch date yet. So you guys are gonna be watching. I'm not at ground zero because everything's pretty much done. I just need to finalize what designs are actually going to be put up and when. Basically, that's pretty much where I am right now. But I'm gonna show you what we had already worked on. And this is a thank you card. This was the logo. So cute. It's like the cherry with the bow on it. She did a really good job. Like, my friend is very, very talented. And then the back, like, you're joking. You're joking. You're joking. And this brand, like, I feel like the brand identity is very like set and solid. It's very girly, very fun, very, I guess you say, like, coquette, you know, very girly, fun. I draw like a lot of inspiration from those aesthetics and from animals, like nature, flowers. Shoujo anime is like a big one. Like, I just draw inspiration from a lot of media that I consume, and that's pretty much become my own aesthetic. And I know my own aesthetic best, so obviously, you know, your brand is going to be an extension of an aesthetic that you're probably already a part of. So very fun, very girly. I'm gonna show some of the designs that they were already done. They just never got released. So initially the first design was called Naira. I worked on that design in early 2024, and my pattern maker, he did an amazing job. I prototyped it. I've made that dress in several different like iterations of it, like several different prints and things like that. I love that dress to death. And then Mana was next. I worked on that in like the middle of 2024. I didn't actually prototype it until literally December that just passed. I wore it to the Mariah Carey Christmas concert. That is one of my favorite designs I think I've ever done. And then my camera's dying. And then I did recently, I worked on, for the full month of December, I worked on a dress called the Angel dress. And guys, that is my favorite design that I've ever done. That is gonna be like the bombshell, the main character of the launch, basically. So I'm not too sure about the other two dresses because I wanted to do one labor intensive dress, and Angel was very labor intensive, and one just like simple dress, and then also more affordable items like tops, a skirt, maybe like something that's more on the lower range, because obviously I'm a small business, so I cannot compete with like the Sheins and the AliExpresses. They're gonna be affordable in the sense of like on the lower end for a small fashion business, because I don't want any of the dresses to be over like $200. but I did want to do just one that was labor intensive and then one dress that was like more on the simple side. So I don't know if I can do Mana or Naira because I wouldn't say they're labor intensive. Maybe I will. Maybe I will do Angel and Mana because I just love Mana. I just love that dress so much, and I think other people would like it. I hope other people would like it. If I just sold like 5 dresses a month, I think I would be very happy about that. Like I would be very honored. So this is gonna be a very intimate, very cozy, girly brand. You know, I want it to stay like small, just at least for the time being. So if I sold just like 5 items a month, that would be amazing. But my camera is dying, so I'm not sure like how much more I can chitter chatter. I'm probably gonna charge my camera. I'm also working on a commission, so I don't know if this is going in that video, but if it does, I'm working on a gown for my friend's 30th birthday. I'm really excited about that. The pattern maker, he just sent me the pattern, so I'm gonna print it out, cut the fabric, the mock-up fabric that I got last night. And I'm probably gonna stop at cutting because I do want to work on some brand things today. I need to narrow down a launch date. I need to obviously narrow down the designs, and I need to also work on the designs for like the tops, and if I'm gonna do the more affordable items like the tops and the skirt. So I think I want to do one top and maybe a skirt. I'm not too sure yet. I'm figuring it out as I go. So you guys are just watching, like, you guys are watching a designer in their raw design process. I don't know what's going on, what needs to get done. So that's where I'm at with my small fashion brand, pretty much. I don't know if any of that made sense. Also, I'm a rookie at this, so bear with me. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know I need to do it. I just know I need to do it. Like, you guys are on top of a La Boo Boo box. It just needs to be done. So that's where we're at. So let's do this. Alright, so the sun went down and my light is on, but I know this is looking a little nuts. But I think I found the first issue with, I think I found the first issue with the pattern for my friend's 30th birthday dress, and it's that this piece, this is the back of the skirt. Well, there's two issues. One, it's too big to fit the width of the fabric, which is only 44 inches. This is mock-up fabric, but they're going to be the same because you always want to get fabric that's, you know, the same or like similar weight to the fabric that you're actually using in the final. But yeah, this back skirt piece is like way too wide. So this is the fabric laying on top of it. And you see how over there at the end, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's peeking out, like it can't span across and even here. So it's not gonna fit. And I can't do it, you know, like this way. You know, obviously it has to go that way. But this should have been two pieces anyway, because a back opens up for a zipper. So you need two, it has to be cut into two. So I think that was like the mistake that he made. So I'm gonna have to get that redone. But she's already coming on Monday, and it's Saturday night. So I think I'm just gonna, if he's not able to do it like right now, then I think I'm just going to cut it myself, because it's a gathered skirt anyway. I'm gonna cut it myself. Maybe add like a little bit of seam allowance and see if I could just get it enough to where I can fit it on her, because it's just a fitting. And then in the final version, he can just fix it. But yeah, it's gonna be, it needs to be two pieces in order to, you know, do one and then do the other, if that makes any sense.
Before I get started, though, I'm going to import all the orders into Notion so that I can track them. And what I do is I go to my Shopify account and I will sort them by product so that I know I can like batch them by.
All right, so everything is cut out. That's our entire pattern. I think that's gonna be it for today for the work on the birthday dress. And yeah, that was like really fast. I think I cut that pattern out extremely fast, but it is a mock-up, so I'm not as like careful with a mock-up basically. But now I'm gonna do some brand work, like planning and maybe narrowing down a launch date. I don't know, because I'm really hungry and I cannot focus when I'm hungry. But I'm glad I got the dress cut out. I'm the type of like sewer where once I start sewing something, I take up, like I need a whole day to sew it all the way through. If I do like, it's hot in here now, I guess because I was moving around. But if I do like Oh, I never cut it up. It's either all or nothing with me when I'm sewing stuff. Like, so all day tomorrow on Sunday, I'm probably gonna be sewing from the moment that I wake up till I go to bed. It's gonna be like, they be like 12-hour shifts depending on, you know, like how difficult the garment is to make. So, but I also take breaks. So that's why I be feeling like it's like 12 hours, but I like it like that. I don't know why. If it's something like obviously crazy, like for instance, I'm getting married this year and I think I'm making 2 dresses for that. Obviously those dresses, I'm gonna be like spreading the garment in parts and pieces. I might even spread hers in parts and pieces because I want to take my time. If I want to take my time, that's usually when I, oh my gosh. But if I want to take my time, that's usually when I like break it up into days. But the only when I'm making my own clothes, it's usually I cut it one day, that next day or whenever day, that day is all sewing, like the entire day from the moment I get up. And I usually start those days at like the latest 8 a.m. But usually like if I have somewhere to go that day, I wake up at like 5, 6 a.m. to start. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I do that. I guess I would just work really well under pressure. But yeah, when I do her actual final, I don't think I'm gonna do it like that because that's actually insane. I want to take my time and I really cherish this project like a lot. It's not even my birthday, but the fact that my friend like, you know, asked me to be a part of her moment. This is like why I like commissions. I won't say like they're not my favorite because it can be very difficult and the pressure is high, especially depending on what the event is, what it's for. But like when it's a friend and it's their birthday or like somebody close to me, like a part of their special event, I don't know, it means a lot to me. As a designer, I don't know if other designers look at it like that, but like you're a part of their moment, you know what I mean? You were a part of their birthday. Or I did a baby shower dress like a couple years ago, which, oof, I'm like so much more skilled now than when I did that dress. And you know what? Thank you to everyone who has ever got a commission from me before I was at the skill level that I'm at now. You're like amazing. Like you really believe in me. You believed in me when I didn't even believe in me. But yes, I'm glad that her dress is cut out. I'm gonna try and work on some planning, some brand planning. What else do I want to do before I go to bed? I really need to eat though. Like I don't think I can do any planning before I eat something. I really cannot focus right now. I also started editing this video. I forgot how therapeutic editing can be. And I also think I'm getting used to like talking to this little thing. Like I'm very chatty because somebody on TikTok was like, just pretend like you're on FaceTime with your friend. And I'm like, oh, yeah. You know what? Hell yeah. Okay, I'm back and I've eaten. Well, actually, it probably looks like I've just been sitting here the whole time because I think in the last clip I was sitting here. But yeah, it's 8 o'clock now. I usually am in bed by 9. So I have like an hour left to actually plan a little bit, do a little bit of brand planning. So I'm gonna do that. And if I don't talk to you guys after this, thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode, in the next video.